Yeah, thank you, Don. I'm Sam Temple. I'm from JUMPSEC. I'm here on a whistle-stop tour of South Africa. Unfortunately, this time I'm not going to be seeing the sights, but I am coming back next year for a longer tour to watch the Lions playing, something very close to my heart and no doubt will be close to all of yours in 2021. So I've only got 5 minutes, not long. I'm here to talk about threat intelligence-led penetration testing and also about JUMPSEC and its capabilities. There'll be no questions, but I will be standing next to the big red banner. I love talking about pen testing, and I love learning about other people's challenges and what they're doing as well, so take the opportunity to come say hello. So JUMPSEC is very proud to be CREST accredited. We've modeled our company on the CREST framework, and over the years we've invested a lot in achieving a number of the accreditations: vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, in particular STAR, so that's the threat intelligence-led penetration testing. We have a SOC capability, which is accredited, and also a cyber incident response capability. So thank you to CREST for having us out here and organising the event, and also to the Department for International Trade. So penetration testing is where JUMPSEC really started. We have a very broad capability. We test a lot of applications, web applications, mobile applications. We get involved in IoT devices, embedded devices. We see a lot of fun stuff. Our SOC have run their own proprietary SIEM technology, which has been very exciting, developing alongside the red team, because obviously, as we were hearing, if you've got the capability to attack your defense, you've got the capability to continually learn and improve. One of the more interesting areas that I've been involved in the past is physical penetration testing. It's interesting that as an organization matures in their security, so the need for maturing the approach to testing increases. And certainly, physical penetration testing is often overlooked, probably not by the financial sector, but by many of the organizations that we do sometimes work with. And in one case, I put on a hard hat and a high-vis jacket, walked into a power station, and got access to their server room, which was quite fun. And they brought me coffee and tea and gave me a desk space to work, which is quite rare in a server room, and allowed me to plug in, thinking that was somebody completely different. So it's amazing what you can actually achieve with a bit of social engineering and a bit of intelligence before you go. Penetration testing can be challenging and political, and there is a need to be very close to your penetration testing supplier in terms of understanding them, their capabilities, and making sure that they understand you. The better the chain of communication, and especially with STAR, threat intelligence-led testing, the more where there are challenges, they can be overcome. There's always going to be a few glitches in penetration testing here and there over the years, so it's best to be open about them and work in a very open environment to improve the testing processes and ultimately get the best out of the testing for cyber defense. Threat intelligence the slides work today. So threat intelligence has a massive part to play in advanced penetration testing. In order to truly test your cyber defenses, and this is what it's about cyber stress testing your entire defenses. You've got to understand your attackers, you've got to know how they operate, you've also got to learn how to see yourself through the eyes of the attacker. That's very important, because attackers don't look at your systems in the same way that you do. They're not auditors. They don't have a register of your IT systems. They're looking for the soft targets. They're looking to enumerate as much information that they will find useful. And it's not always the information that you would think. They look in interesting places, exposed. Well, they'll try and enumerate your staff. They will look to see what your staff get up to. They'll look to see what your developers do in the side projects. They'll often try and attack you through other routes as well. They might try and attack your Git using some kind of spear phishing. So if they can steal your code, that's a big problem for you. So there are a number of ways that threat intelligence can add a lot of value in terms of understanding where your weaknesses and exposures might be. And so if we look towards threat intelligence when we're providing a full intelligence-led test, the goal of the test really is to test cyber defenses through the entire kill chain. It's not just to poke around at the perimeter. It's to test the defensive capabilities through the defense in depth, as we heard, persistently. So if you meet a challenge, you've got to figure out how to get around it using really, really good threat intelligence. So understanding what systems you're going to come up against, understanding where you can get information, working with a great threat intelligence provider. If you don't have the capability in-house to ensure that you really, really understand and can inform. Sorry about that, I was looking at the wrong screen. The kill chain. So understanding that you're working with a great provider who can inform you on how to be effective when you're testing the weaponization, the delivery, the exploitation, exfiltration of data, command and control. The more intelligence you have, the better your test will be, and ultimately the better you as an organization, a cyber defense organization, the better intelligence you will gain from the exercise in terms of where your weaknesses and exposures are and what you have to do in order to next time round be one step ahead of that attack and hopefully learn something new the next time. So that's my 5-minute talk. As I said, I'll be outside by the red banner, really up for chatting about penetration testing and learning about you guys. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Sam. Thank you.